hallowed grounds of Fenway Park. Game 1 of the American League Division Series. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Boston Red Sox. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. Game 1. All right, just about set to go. And today on the hill. Blake Snell, what do you have on him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
And here is Akil Baddoo. Ground ball right side. Freeman over to first in time. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. On the ground. Throw on to Freeman, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Mariners go down quietly there, and welcome back to the ballpark. And stepping in is the speedy Akil Baddoo. Swings and misses. And that's strike 2. A chilly atmosphere here. Really what comes to mind when you think of postseason baseball. Fans doing whatever they can to stay warm and energized. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. On the ground, right side. He's in there.
To back this up or anything, but I think pitchers who tend to rack up a bunch of strikeouts sometimes end up with more errors behind them in the field, just because the defenders aren't as involved in the game. They're not as sharp, and who knows if that played any factor there, but I think there could be something to it. You talked about the fans trying to stay warm, Boog, but it's a challenge for the players too. Games like this really can be hard on you.
The pitch. And now it's even up. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley. Rodriguez leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. So no runs, no hits, and 1 error, but they leave him stranded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 2 and the Red Sox nothing. As we 3 out. The wind of the pitch. Big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The next offering misses. It's 2-2. Out to center. Judge gets under it. Puts it away for the out. You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that, because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox pitch to pitch throughout the summer. Fires over to first. 2 down.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets game one of. New inning getting started. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ezekiel Tovar. And he deals. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there. He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means. That was pretty close on the inside, and obviously he's not too happy with the call out there on the mound as he lets the umpire hear it a little bit. This is where you can't let that frustration compound itself, though. You got to let it out and move on.
One down, base is empty. Up the middle. Bichette whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. And now the right fielder, Akil Baddoo.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. Two down, nobody on. Here in game one of the ALDS. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And the Mariners set down 1-2-3. And we're back. Back here in Boston. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. That's to third, and that one finds its way through. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Now into the ball game on defense, Will Smith. He takes over behind the plate.
Dish looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in game one. Off the mark there. And it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch. It really looks like these hitters have been.
He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is that. 2 left on. Back in Boston.
Out. 3.
Back inside Fenway Park. Here's Dylan Moore. And a pitch.
Two strikes.
Here's a 2-2. Got him. One up, one down.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And a pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Bases empty, one away. Here are the late stages of game one. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Off the mark there. And that's ball two. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Kicks and fires. Out to short. Bichette. On the run, throw to first. Not in time, he legs it out.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout, and he will make a move for the bullpen. Blake Snell gives way, and he exits on the hook for the loss, but he threw the ball very well. We'll tell you about the new pitcher after a quick break. So they turn things over to the righty, Pete Fairbanks.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Corner off of first with 2 away. Good, looking for the K. So a strong back here at
3. Ball 4. Take the base.
back here in Boston. Now here is Julio Rodriguez. And strike 2.
Kirby was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
One and 2 here. And another ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Off the plate, 3 and 2 now.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Freeman snags it for the second out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up. Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
And down on strikes. And the Mariners set down 1. Back now at Fenway. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one hammered out towards left field. That one back there, and it is gone well with a monster. Freddie Freeman. And welcome back to the ballpark. So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Scott Barlow.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 58, Scott Barlow.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Bouncer to second. In plenty of time to first. Now one gone in the ninth. Here's Luis Arias.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Strike three, got him swinging. And he's gone for the fourth time tonight. Scott Service brings on a pinch hitter, Travis Jankowski, trying to get something going for him with 2 away. All tied up here at the top of the ninth. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Ty Adcock.
Now
here's Austin Riley. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. That one is absolutely belted. Rodriguez going back, and it's off the Green Monster. In safely at second base, and that's the potential winning run with nobody out. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Bunts it in the air. And there's one away. Now it's Yordan Alvarez.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
The winning run on second base. Bunting, and he pops it up. Squeezes it. 2 down. The batter now will be Will Smith. And the righty deals. Runner takes off. This one smacked out to left center. And it bangs off the monster. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Red Sox walk it off to win game 1.
Well, the postseason, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win. You've got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 3 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors, they left 10 runners on base. For the Mariners, 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, they left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.